back out on the trail. We are back on 110 outside of Silverton. We are making our way up. There's a couple of trails that we wanted to get done yesterday. That's in the previous video, but we did not get to those. It started getting a little later than what we wanted to be running trails. This is our last day here. We leave in the morning. So we wanted to get in a few more trails before we have to go. We are doing a couple of, well, actually 3, I guess, and they're all supposed to be pretty much easy, correct?
Well, right.
The lake one's supposed to be kind of moderate 3 or something, but I think it's because of the steepness. And it's actually down the road from our campsite. We're going to do it a little bit later today. We're doing these easy ones outside of Silverton first, and then we're going to make our way back to camp. Probably have lunch. I'm thinking by that time it'll be about lunchtime. And then we'll probably head up to that lake one. Right now we are headed to Minnehaha Basin. I'm not really for sure what all's down there to see, but I'm sure it's scenic because, I mean, what hasn't been? Some old mining stuff there. This is the start of the Minnehaha Basin Trail. Supposedly can be done with a 2-wheel drive vehicle with just a little bit of higher clearance. It is one way out and back. It actually looks like there's 2 or 3 spurs off of this, so you'll go down a little spur and come back, and go down a little spur and come back. To pass on this road. Extremely rocky. Pretty narrow. Way high. Alright, we are at the intersection. We have 3 choices. If we go back up this way, there is mine ruins, beautiful overlooks, this, that, whatever. Dead ends, you have to turn around and come back this way. There, we can't see, but I think there's another road splitting up that way. It goes to another mine ruins, and that's pretty much it. It's been sealed off. It's in bad shape. There's not a lot of room to turn around. We are going to skip that. This one straight ahead that you can see also goes to an old mining claim, but it's also on private property. And if you look right over here, that might be the private property. And you are allowed to go up there, but you can only go so far, of course, and then you have to turn around and come back. All 3 are turn around, come back to this intersection, and go out the way we came in. We are not going to do those 2. They don't sound all that interesting. So we're just going to do this section here and go up this way. Look at those little cabins. How would you like to come up here and stay for a week or 2? Those are adorable. Definitely got some good views, don't they? You can drive right up to this old mine site. Perfect picture op right here. From that little mine, so this is the road to the left that we came up. This is the one that we've got to go up. And this is where the view of, I believe it's Red Mountains 1, 2, and 3, and I don't know what else from up here. And I think it ends at another old mine, if I remember correctly. This is extremely narrow. And I can't hardly imagine, I don't know, a little 2-wheel drive vehicle going up this.
Well,
This is...
it'd have to be a small SUV. You'd have to have some clearance. You wouldn't want to bring a car up here.
No.
You know, like a little RAV4 or an Escape. You could be 2-wheel drive and do that.
Yeah. Well, you're in 2-wheel drive right now, right?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. I guess you don't need 4-wheel drive to do it.
No, just need ground clearance because of the big rocks.
As we approach this switchback, you get some pretty nice views. Wow. Oh. Well, that looks like somebody's home, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Somebody's little cabin or something.
Out there.
Wow. Cute. here is pinging. My Jeep does not like this low octane fuel we've been getting. We're gonna have to get it some octane booster or something. She's not happy with this gas. 85 octane, yeah.
Yeah, there's corkscrew right there.
That's corkscrew down there?
Yep.
At the very, very bottom. Wow, look at these peaks here. Holy moly. Oh, this is scary. My gosh. There's some big old rocks in the road there. They're kind of in the middle, I guess. A little bit of runoff. Look at those purple flowers way up there. This might be scarier than any of them we've done so far. Good grief. I can't believe this is not like a badge of honor trail. Ugh.
This is easy.
This is supposed to be an easy. According to the Trails Off-Road, this is supposed to be easy. I think I would probably go ahead and classify this at least a 3.
Just because of the narrow.
Because of the extremely narrow and the switchbacks. The narrow switchbacks.
So that up there is the turnaround platform.
Yeah. Look at these beautiful purple wildflowers. They're so pretty. Well, we made it up. This is the turnaround spot. They say 8 to 10 vehicles. Maybe small ones. I don't want any really big rigs up here. Of course, I wouldn't drive anything really big up here. Wow. Look at the views though. Get out, get some pictures. Show you the views.
Get turned around. I'm ready to go.
We were hoping to get out of here before anybody decides to come up the trail.
Yeah, because there's not room for 2.
So basically that's my cue to hurry up. So you can see some trail over there. I'm not sure what trail that is. Is that corkscrew? Could be. There's the little houses that we passed. Well, that one I'm not sure we saw. This one right here with the solar. There's another one right there. I'll get you over here to the edge. Oof. Yikes. So we think that might be corkscrew down there too. I don't know. I don't know what all these. There's a trail over there, trail there. Not really for sure. Boy, it sure is beautiful up here though. We're gonna make our way back down. Got some pictures. And we got another trail that we're gonna try to hit, I think. I'm just really hoping we can get out of here before anybody comes up this really narrow section. This is what we've been driving by coming up. Yeah. I don't think the video's even showing you really how far down that is. It's really far down. That's nervous laughter you're hearing. Headed back towards Silverton, off to the right is County Road 35, and that is the Prospect Gulch Trail. This one is also rated a 2, and wow, I don't know, it looks pretty hairy to me. There is supposed to be, this is another one, you get up here and there's going to be splits where you can make a choice if you want to go this way, or this way. One route actually tells you that they don't recommend it. Well, so we're not going to take it, because if they say this is a 2, I can't imagine what they what they're not recommending you take. There is another one that was kind of, they said, you know, it could be hard to turn around if there's extra vehicles there, so we're not going to take that one either. But we are going to take the one that is supposedly easy to turn around a few vehicles at the end of it. So we're hoping that we can do that one. And there's one tiny little spur before we get to the intersection that we're hopefully going to take too. We went ahead and put it down in 4-wheel drive high. mostly because of the loose rock. Otherwise, it's really not been too bad so far. There is several spots that are wider in the road with pullouts, so two-way traffic can pass each other. Is a pretty steep incline, though.
Yeah, you climb fast.
Yeah, we're climbing a lot and pretty quick. A little bit of a mine. Oh, there's some mine stuff right there. I'm gonna roll my window down so I can get the camera out there without a glare. There's some mine stuff. So that is, I believe, the Joe and John Lower mining operation. This is that one little spur. This is taking us to what is called the road washout. It dead ends. Not really for sure when it washed out or anything like that. It's just, it's been washed out. Here's where the road washed out. So that's your mining stuff right over there. The road is gone. It does look like probably dirt bikes and stuff have rode on down in there, but obviously we cannot do it. In fact, this is all we get to turn around. It's a pretty small area. That kind of stinks, just a little bit. So there's some more mining stuff. There was a split right back there, the intersection. If you go to the left, that takes you to number 8, which is a hard turnaround. If you went up this road just a teeny smidge, then you can go off to the far right, and that will take you to the non-recommended area. And this is supposed to, oh wow, take us to the Galena mine. It's a messy road. That is not easy. What? Whoa. Maybe you should, can you back up into this little spot here?
Pull up here a little bit.
I don't think we should go up in there.
Not today.
No. Just real quick, so we can't get over this, not right now. We are not made for that. That is really bad. We're thinking it's been washed out. That's the Galena Queen mine. Grabbed pictures. We're gonna try out of here before any people start coming up the trail, because then we may be stuck. We are gonna go ahead and make our way back down and out of this trail. There's that one spot. It looks pretty bad, but it's really not probably as bad as it looks. We are back down from our campsite, same road that our campground's sitting on, and we're going to take the Clear Lake Road up to, well, Clear Lake. We're going to put it in four-wheel drive high first, though. Definitely encountering some big rocks. Was this posted four-wheel drive? I don't remember now.
I think so.
I know it said no vehicles going off the road. It's very rocky, pretty narrow. Doesn't look like there's going to be a lot of passing places. Gosh, I hope we don't have to straddle that one.
That might hit the oil pan.
Man, that's a big rock. Wonder where that rolled down from. So, funny story, when we were shopping in Silverton, one of the stores we went into, lady was asking us where we were from, what we've been doing, And she asked if we had, well, we told her that we were where we were camping, and she said, oh, have you been up to Clear Lake? No, that's on our list. And she's like, oh, you gotta go. I took a Volkswagen up there once. Old bug. Up this road. The funny thing was, I guess she ripped a hole in the floor pan and found a piece of metal just randomly off in the woods or whatever. Oh, was it a road sign?
Road sign.
And she slid it underneath the carpet or floor mat of the bug, and her husband found it sometime later. Pretty funny story, but I can't believe she drove a Volkswagen Beetle up this road. Boy, that water is running clear though. Look at how pretty clear that water is. See all those cars right there? They are all parked at a trailhead that goes, it's a hiking trail that leads to Ice Lake. That's not the one we're going to. We're not going to hike. Be forewarned, if you drive up in here, which you can tell some of these are just the little Subarus and Equinoxes and stuff like that. But if you do drive up in here, just know that people kind of park really bad in here, as you can tell. And it even says on Trails Off-Road app that people park pretty random and erratic. If they park any more cars along there, that's going to be a problem. Hey, that's the one that's at the end of the road. Yeah, there's cars up there. Well, there's a camping spot for you. Wow. It's even like a pull through.
Yep.
Well, that's probably one right here too, isn't it?
Yep.
Yep. I suppose you could camp there. Wow. You would want to come up here and stay though.
Oh, yeah.
You wouldn't want to be running to town every other day. We've met how many vehicles going down? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 vehicles going down. Not sure if there's going to be anybody else up here. I actually met one gentleman that we ran across yesterday when we stopped at Lake Como off of Hurricane Pass. He recognized our Winchester name on our Jeep. That was kind of funny. He said it's gorgeous up here, but there was a lot of cars, and he said hopefully we'd make it up before they started coming down. Yeah, we didn't. This is one rocky road. Really rocky. I don't know if you can see the waterfall way over there on the other side. Look at that. Wow. It's beautiful. We're above the trees. 11,626 feet right now, and we still aren't done climbing.
Seriously? Get out here, bee.
Oh, lordy, that's a big old bee. Why is it in here? Is that a bumblebee?
No, it's just a regular bee.
Ah, get out! Get out, get out, get out! Oh, gosh. I don't know, babe. I can't see over the...
No, I would say go back up here.
There's a camp spot right over there. Oh, I'm thinking it might be on the other side of that hill. That looks about right from some of the pictures that I've seen. Well, not exactly pretty right here. It's all that, what do they call that? Talus or something? Oh, is that the lake? I don't know, there's supposed to be a, or maybe that's not the lake. This is a little lake. It's pretty awesome up here. It's really pretty. Quite the drive. I don't know. Do you think it's worth the drive up?
It's an adventure.
Yeah. And then there's something to see when you get here.
I think I need oxygen.
Are you out of breath?
Yeah.
Wow. Look at that. Good view from up here. Give you guys all one more look at this beautiful clear lake, literally and figuratively, I guess. And then we are going to make the journey back down, head back to camp. We got some stuff we need to get done today. You can see the road. That's the road down there that we came up. So we've got to go back down. Pretty gnarly road. A little bit sketchy. We went on down the end of our camping road and we stopped here. It's a little campsite. Oh my gosh. And I could hear the water and I wanted to come and see. Oh wow, look at that! Oh my goodness, that is so pretty! Are you having an issue?
Yes.
Why?
Because I fell this morning.
Elaborate.
Okay, well, I tripped coming out of the tent and I tackled a cedar tree over there and it got my face, oh, my arm, and I think I dislocated my shoulder.
Very possibly.
So, pretty much one-handed right now.
Mm-hmm.
When I fell, I think I either hung my foot on the corner of that or maybe that stake. I took about 3 steps, falling, landed over here, and you can see where that limb was broke on the cedar tree. That's what my shoulder did. My face hit the rest of this, and that's why it's all scraped up. Anyways, yeah, that's how I started my morning.
Let's discuss. So we made it. We got here, well, on the other side, I guess. What, last Thursday?
Mm-hmm.
So yesterday was another Thursday, so a week and a day.
7 days, yeah.
Tomorrow morning we leave. How did we fare on this whole trip tent camping?
Besides the disaster of the tent leaking all over the place, once we got a tarp, we haven't had no more issues. We've been using our solar panels and been charging up our power stations, so we haven't had any.
Pretty much daily getting put some charge into the power stations, taking one off of the refrigerator in order to charge it, putting a new one on the refrigerator. And the refrigerator, what do we think of that?
That thing is spectacular.
Yes, I am loving that refrigerator. That has been so nice to...
I swear that thing only kicks on 3 or 4 times a day.
Of course, it is a lot cooler here.
It is.
Today's probably the warmest day, and I think it reached 72 and sunny.
But still, it's inside a vehicle that we've had shut up.
Yeah.
You know, so it does draw all that heat.
So it's not really pulling a whole lot.
Nope.
We've kept meat in there cold, chocolate, what else? Condiments, wine.
Right.
I haven't opened that yet, just so everybody knows. We have 3 what I would consider full-size power stations. They're all right around the same watt hours, anywhere from what, 600 to 780, maybe 760. And that's what we were switching back and forth. Well, actually only 2 of them we were switching back and forth with the refrigerator. We used our little tiny one for a while in the tent to run fans, which didn't get run very often, my sound machine, charging phones, and then it kind of kaputted on us because we weren't charging it. So we had still our all powers, the smaller one. I think it's a 600 watt if I remember correctly, and we just drained it, and it's being charged right now. I'm so proud of us. We made it the whole week without giving up and either going home or checking into a hotel, because we have done that. We tried to do this in Utah and it got frustrating and we gave up and we stayed in hotels. I will say, and I think you're gonna agree with me, it was nice to actually have it set up in this one spot for like almost the whole week.
Yep.
We only did the one spot for like 3 days, but then this one we've been here the whole week, and it was nice.
Yes, very nice.
Tonight we're going to pack up as much as we can. Tomorrow we are going to pack up everything else, and we are heading out. We're leaving. We're headed back home. We are going to make an overnight stop halfway at an Airbnb in Tribune, Kansas. And then that's going to be the total end of our trip.
Yep, sad.
Now, if you hang around, I will go ahead and show you a little bit of footage of that Airbnb that we're staying at right now. Enjoying that dinner?
Yes, I am.
So we went to Gooch's little market and got some hamburger, some Kraft mac and cheese. This is stuff we brought with us for breakfast, and of course Darby's stuff. This is the little Airbnb that we rented. It is so cute. We are in Tribune, Kansas, on our way home. Isn't this just an adorable little house? She has it decorated so cute. There's even a little fenced in backyard, which Darby has already got to explore a little bit. It's a cute little town. There's a gas station, a little tiny grocery store. There's a bakery, a coffee shop, a pharmacy, a hardware store.
Bowling alley.
A bowling alley. It's literally out in the middle of Kansas fields. We're staying here just for one night. We'll be heading home tomorrow. Not going to do any more videoing, but, well, for this trip. I'll see you again on the next video.